I also want to ask the ministry responsible for immigration that our sportsmen and women who excel should be given diplomatic passports and other national honors. We're going to work as a government to ensure that these great Kenyan ambassadors who do sometimes more than what I can do as president or what the ministers and all other Kenyans can do, get the place of pride and move around the world with ease so that they can continue to hoist the flag of our country in many places of the world. I must also say that we are refining necessary policies and facilities. Last week, we launched a master plan on sports infrastructure. What is going to happen to our stadia? What is going to happen to all accompanying academies and training facilities and mentorship programs for all the people working in that space, making sure that we have the necessary infrastructure to support our arts, to support our sports, and to make sure that we give the best possible chance for our sportsmen and women and our artists to be their best and to bring out their best talents. Congratulations. This is also the spirit of the Talanta Hela flagship initiative I availed last Friday. I did say last Friday that we are monetizing sports. We are monetizing art. We are monetizing music. We are monetizing the creative economy so that it begins to speak the language of success to those millions who participate in that space and recognize that art is not just about jokes. It is about serious business. Athletics is not just about entertainment. Football is not just about entertainment. It's not about making us feel good. It must speak to the language of monetary gain for those who sacrifice, spend their time, commit their resources, stay disciplined. And I want to congratulate Faith for being an example of what discipline and consistency is. Our sportsmen and women brand Kenya worldwide more than any other branding that happens. We want to honor and reward them accordingly. The new scheme covers the entire spectrum of sports and creatives. Under this scheme, as I have said, we are going to have a whole new package. I want the ministry to finalize the package of what kind of reward scheme is going to accompany our sportsmen and women, our creatives, our arts, people participating in arts, and I will be launching that scheme shortly so that our sportsmen and women and people in the arts space can know how the government of Kenya is going to stand with them when they shine. And we were going to make sure that they are proud to be Kenyan and they should be proud of what they are doing. In recognition of what our sportsmen and women are doing, we have had a policy shift. I have instructed the Ministry of Sports, Youth and Arts that we are going to move away from crowding the Sports and Arts Fund with other requirements, and that it is going to be dedicated solely to matters sports, matters art, and the creative economy. As I did make the announcement last week here, we are going to look for alternative resources to do all the other things that today the Sports and Arts Fund is doing, building hospitals, building other issues. We're going to look for alternative sources of resources to be able to do that, so that we can dedicate the Sports and Arts Fund to sports, to the creative economy, and to arts, so that we can promote the young men and women in that space, because they are doing a wonderful job in profiling our country positively, in hoisting our flag internationally, and in giving Kenya the pride of place in the family of nations when they run and when they win. I have also asked the ministry that the government of Kenya should review the reward scheme so that we can recognize and we can reward appropriately the men and women who attain excellence in our sports, in our arts, and in the creative economy. And going forward, we have decided as the government of Kenya that any Kenyan who participates in a world event and breaks a world record, unlike in the past when there was no recognition, going forward, for every world record broken by a Kenyan, the government of Kenya is going to award 5 million shillings. And we are going to start today with Faith. She has won and broken 2 world records in 1,500 meters, as I said, in Florence, Italy, and in 5,000 meters in Paris, in France. The government of Kenya is going to award her a total of 5 million for one record, and we are going to give her a house worth 6 million for the other record. It will be the same for all the other world beaters and world record breakers that will come after Faith, so that our young men and women can be motivated, because we already have the talent. We have the pool of talented resources in Kenya that can break any record. And going forward, we're going to work hand in hand with our athletes and support them. And beyond supporting them, reward them appropriately. Affordable housing program. This house in Park Road, if it was built under the normal program, a 3-bedroom house in Park Road would be anywhere between 15 and 20 million. But because we have decided as a government that owning a house should not be the privilege of the rich, it should be a necessity and a right to as many Kenyans as possible. This house has now been reduced to 6 million shillings, and that is what we are paying. And we have a whole write-up about this, Faith. We will make sure that other athletes either buy the houses affordably. If they do well like you, they also get a reward from the government of Kenya. We will be asking them going forward. They can ask for their reward in cash. They can also ask for their reward in kind. And we will facilitate both ways. Congratulations, Faith.
Thank you.
It's an honor to stand in front of you, Mr. President, to just say thank you for this. Actually, I was called around 1 a.m. I wasn't expecting this, but thank you so much for this kind gesture. And thank God I never broke the world record before then, but now at least I'll get something. And congratulations, Faith. I remember we were together in both the meets, and you are really inspiration to everybody around the world, and to me also. I just have two requests, Mr. President. I train at Kasarani, and the warm-up track is completely worn out. So if we can make that one, as we head to the Olympics, that will be a great pleasure.
I feel appreciated. I can say like that. To be back home and see this kind of reception is warm my heart. Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua, Governor of Nairobi, Johnson Sakaja, President of AK, I'm so glad, I'm so happy. I don't know, I always say I don't know how to say, I don't know, yeah. I'm so happy, I'm so happy. Let me start saying thank you very much. I'm so happy and I lack what to say. I was not expecting this, but it's just like a surprise. So let me thank the government of Kenya for the warm welcome back home. Secondly, let me thank my family, my mother, my father, my husband as well, and my daughter. You see, my daughter is very, very happy and excited to be here. Yeah, she was not expecting to see the president. I can see that. Yeah, and I don't know what to say. Let me just say thank you for the warm welcome, and thank you to the Kenyans who really supported me and cheering me wherever I was, in Rome and also in Florence. Yeah, I was with many Kenyans in Paris. I can say walinipea motisha mpaka nikaweka world record. I was not expecting that. I remember I told my coach, nani ataifunja rekodi ya 5,000? 14:06 is not that easy. It's not that easy. But sikuwa najua nitakuwa mwenye nita break hiyo rekodi. I'm still surprised. I can say like that.